Are you
Egypt paying too much for term life?
Says Mary.
There's a tremendous price.
You know, I saw you. You looked very Egyptian. There's a thing we've got, you know, when we look at
$75 per month.
What's that song like an Egyptian?
Secret handshake.
For a monthly premium of only $110 per month, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rate, guaranteed not to change for the next 20.
Live from Edgewood Country Club in New Jersey, the Geraldo Golf Classic to benefit life's work. Geraldo, 77 WABC.
Okay, welcome back. 25 minutes after 10 o'clock every year at the Geraldo Golf Tournament. We have a guest of honor who brings in the big bucks. So we honor him for that and for his work on behalf of the developmentally disabled. Our guest of honor this year, Mark Morgan. He's a partner in a major law firm, Day Pickney. They've got offices all over the East Coast. He's a super lawyer. What's that mean, a super lawyer, Mark?
It's a rating by Thomson Reuters. It's a rating by your peers.
So that's pretty cool. So have you been engaged in helping the developmentally disabled, the autistic performer?
I have. For the better part of about 12 years, I've been representing kids enrolled in public school who suffer from autism, or for that matter, anything on the autism spectrum, who are in need of special services related to their disability. The public school system, there's a gap in being able to meet the needs of this population. And so what we do is we try to step into cases and try to either mediate or ultimately litigate the cases and bring those children the services they need.
Mark Morgan, that's an interesting name combination there. Well, tell me about yourself. What's your background?
Sure. I'm first American, Egyptian American, born and raised here in New Jersey. And I know you've got somebody here on your team who's also Egyptian as well.
Mary, are you married, Mark?
I am married.
Ah, too bad. I was going to make a match with our own Egyptian. So Mary, did he walk like an Egyptian? Did you notice?
Close enough. Got a little bit more work to do, but that's fine.
Yeah. He's too gringofied? What is?
Possibly. Been here too long.
I'll tell you what, I've got the day. I'll work on it.
I'll work on your Egyptian one. We got to play that song. Chris, give me that song to play out of this block. So seriously, how do people get in touch with you? That seems like a really necessary function that you're performing, but it would also, occur to me that this would be a vast population, and many of them without a whole lot of money to pay an attorney.
Yeah, most of these cases, in fact, nearly all of these cases have been done through pro bono services.
For free, or somebody else paying it. Yeah.
Right, and usually there are organizations in the state of New Jersey that refer these matters out. They're usually in the trenches with these students, helping them out in a number of other fields, and when they discover that they are in need of legal assistance, they reach out to us.
So again, how do they find you, Mark?
Initially, an organization based in Newark, a nonprofit known as the Education Law Center, reached out to me.
The Education Law Center, is that a legal services outfit?
It is a legal services outfit.
I used to be a legal services attorney. I know how they are absolutely swamped with work, but this is such a necessary thing. And folks, if you are in a situation where you have an autistic child not being adequately served in the public school, then understanding how difficult it is sometimes to find help. You have to be aggressive about it. You have to be tireless about it. You got to reach out. Education, what is it again?
The Education Law Center of Newark.
The Education Law Center of Newark. If you're a Jersey-based person, in Hudson or in Bergen County. If you are on the New York side of the river, then you got legal services on this side too. But you've got to be your child's most active advocate.
There's, if I can just add one other, there's also something known as the Volunteer Lawyers for Justice, and that organization is also based in Newark, but they handle cases throughout the entire state of New Jersey, and there is a parallel organization in New York that's also Volunteer Lawyers for Justice that also does much of the same work as well.
Mark Morgan, super lawyer, the honoree at today's Life's Work 27th Annual Golf Tournament, our third year in a row on the Jersey side of the river. But we're coming to you too, Connecticut. Just stand by. We'll get to everyone. So quick, give me 15 seconds on Egypt. You were just in Egypt.
I just came back 2 weeks ago. Egypt, there's a level of optimism in the streets. They just had their presidential election. There is great unity in the street that I hadn't seen in the 10 years prior to that.
Well, so, God bless them. I hope it works out for Egypt. It certainly has been a rough road to hoe. Mark Morgan, thank you. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Mark. All right, so Mark, who do we have here?
We got my brother, Peter
Okay,
Morgan. And we
Peter
got Slava
Morgan.
here with us as well.
All right,
Slava and I met at Rick's on the kickoff cocktail reception.
right.
So,
And Slava knows everyone in Jersey, right? When it
Right.
comes to commercial real estate, Slava's the man to see, right? Huh? Cushman Wakefield, right?
premier company.
So Mark, who do we have here, Mark Morgan?
We've got a great crowd here. We've got
Peter Smirgett, Executive Director of Life's Work.
We got one of my favorite friends here, Joe Notangelo, who's a dear friend and a
I
client.
thought I was your favorite friend.
No wonder why you guys look alike.
Don't tell Joe.
Okay.
We got Ryan, his son here, who's an embryonic lawyer.
Uh-huh.
The
And,
judge he's working with gave him off today to play. Of
okay.
course, my dear
And
friend.
Rick Del Mastro. Uh-huh. So, well, I think we have a great day coming, right? Huh? So, okay.
Have a movie.
Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, Jay, Bud, who do we have with us here? Huh?
I'm Danny. I play up in Eastwood. You know, we have a place up in Fremont. That's where I met him. And he always takes, he has this little game, par 3 game, where if you win the par 3, you know, it's like an individual bet for like $3 or $4.
He plays the 20 handicap up there.
Exactly. No,
Oh wait, you really are though. Sorry, pull your cover.
and he like, every time I'm handing him the money, I don't get this game, you know. Anyway, hey, Mike, come over here.
Jay, who do we have here? We said hello to Jim.
Okay, this is Danny Frank, this is Charles Pascarella, Danny
Charles Pascarella, okay.
Al Foster, how you doing?
Al Foster,
Frank
okay.
is a member of the Equinox, where I go and beat him every once in a while on his par 3 contest. That is rigged, but
Once in a while.
Once in a while, right? When I have to hit it like this far from the hole.
So, thank you very much for coming, guys. Thank you for supporting Life's Work. Thank you.
He remembers that his golfer was the worst golfer he's ever seen in his life.
So how are we doing here, Don? Huh? Good?
Good. Beautiful day out.
It is. Great day. Great
To
day.
get things going here.
Bus ride was okay?
Yeah.
Huh?
We made a pit stop at the Ron Country Club first, but then we showed up here.
There's another club down the road, right?
Yes, it looked very nice.
Man, this guy. I'm voting for him next week.
Now, I'm not going to read that you guys were hanging out the window or opening up the back door or just stuff like that, right? So, and Don, you know our honoree, right? Mark Morgan.
Yep.
I gotta buy it.
You gotta pay what you got.
Actually, our next curve is coming with it. You guys will keep
6 minutes before high noon, and the crowd has gathered here at the lovely Edgewood Country Club in Rivervale, New Jersey. The place is packed. Everybody looks ready. They're in their Bermuda shorts, every one of them. Their golf shirts, eating, drinking, getting ready for a tea time at 12:30, all to benefit Life's Work. Life's Work, that wonderful organization set up by the parents of children who lived and died in the Willowbrook State School and other such facilities. They are now the developmentally disabled being cared for in a network, a national network of community-based residents to a far more humane society. And the lady that founded Life's Work, the charity specifically that we're working for today, Vicki Smith, joins me. We've only known each other, what, 44 years now?
I say I'm the longest running woman in your life.
I know, it's my mom. It's my mom.
Next to your mom.
You've known them all. You've known them all. But you know, Vicki, this looks like a tremendous success today. How have we done?
Sold out. Very simply, sold out. For 27 years, Geraldo, thanks to you. It's been sold out.
Oh, fantastic. And 77 WABC really helped us in the last couple of years, put us over the top, the wonderful people at the radio station. So tell me, now we were together at the graduating class at the College of Staten Island last week. And there was a very important message for those graduates in the School of Social Work. What was it?
Speak out. Be heard. Don't let injustice be there. It reminded me of what you spoke about a few minutes ago with the councilman. They marched, okay, but they did something. You cannot see injustice and be silent.
And those kids now going forward, told them to kick butt, take names. That's the way you've got to, and ladies and gentlemen, whatever your particular beef is. I had a lady caller with a mentally ill son. You can't be silent. If you're silent, it's not going to happen. I don't mean to say that it's only the squeaky wheel that gets the grease, but I'm telling you, folks, it has worked for me in life and for you, Vicki, and what a difference you have made and life's work has made in the lives of so many of the young men and women who would otherwise be in places like Willowbrook. It's not over yet.
Well, that's the point, Geraldo. It's not over yet, and we're seeing this burst of people with autism who have tremendous needs. And we focused our time now and our money and the dollars we have raised for the children who have identified with autism. And sadly, there's going to be a lifetime need for help.
That's right. We're at a time right now, but just imagine if you're a parent and your kid is 20, 30, 40 years old, they're going to need care throughout. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting this cause. Vicki, love to see you. Have fun playing some golf today.
Hey, Geraldo.
And you all have been doing this for 40 years, right? I can never hold a candle. That's your blood. That's your blood.
So we need to keep it going.
It's got me hooked.
I mean, the problem of autism in New Jersey is crazy.
Well, the statistics. It's 166 and New Jersey is 145.
Yeah, what is it? Because of the oil tanks in the
No. I think it's been unidentified.
No. I remember doing stories about two-headed cows. Oh, yeah.
But I think it's really very honestly.
It is.
I guess that's true.
Think about it. I was trying to do autistic people.
Yeah, we need working.
He's floating around somewhere.
Then they were mildly retarded.
Exactly. And that was a whole different attitude.
And now with what was mildly retarded.
There we go.
All right.
So,
Geraldo, you never had that problem.
Yeah.
so Mark, who do we have here?
What do we have here? We've got Jim Business.
Right?
We got, of course,
This year we let's see.
show on the way up.
Oh, you were good. Yeah.
Jay Bud. And Jay even got his knees straightened out today, right?
His own shot.
Is that why you want Jerseyites? Are you on Jerseyites?
Danny, we are working on our putting.
You are?
Danny, you want to see how it's done?
Yes.
Let me show you.
Please, let me see.
This is me.
Go ahead, Chris.
Show them, Chris. For all the guys in the 36 homes. There we go. That's one down. Next.
All right, Tony.
Two down.
I don't know. The gang that couldn't shoot straight. Here's Tariq.
Yep. Mr. Khan.
Oh.
Hey, Freddie. Say hello to him.
Hi. How you doing? Okay. All right. Okay.
Good afternoon.
How are we looking here, Stan? What's the, give us a report here on the...
This is subpar conditions today, Danny. We're going to break the course record.
Okay.
Look at this fabulous course. Look at this great day. I want to thank you all for coming out and making money for a wonderful cause. Even as you have a great time. I don't know who won the putting contest, Leslie. We had some great putters here. Going to go out there on the greens, flail away. Anthony Lobianco's here. Just played Mayor LaGuardia on Broadway. A wonderful hit, a great golfer, friend to the charities, big support. You got Craig and Noam and Mary and Forrest from the station. Gene, we put on a great show for 77 WABC, and they've done a wonderful job in helping us help this great cause. You know, it has been amazing how absolutely unfailing the support has been. 44 years since the original expose. Since then, we've raised millions of dollars, but the cause is so wonderful, and the people on the other end so needy. They need our help. They need our compassion. They need our generosity. So coming here, not only do you help that great cause, but you're going to have a wonderful time out on the links as well. I want to thank you very much for coming. Tony Powell, a wonderful comedian. You see him on the Imus in the morning program on Fox Business and on 77 WABC. A wonderful comedian will be putting on a show for us at the dinner following the links. So don't miss that. You'll laugh. Side-splitting, funny comedian. You see him every morning. Just a terrific guy, and we're delighted that he is donating his time like Tony is. So here we all are. Wonderful cause. Thank you, friends, for being compassionate, for being generous, and for loving this game. Like I say, I'm the worst golfer in America. The major tournament named after him. Okay, so let's go out and play some golf.
So we have an impressive team here on the #1 handicap hole, being led off by Stan Straub. Go ahead, Stan. Look at it go. Look at it go.
No pressure.
Great drive. Great drive, Stan. Just like on television.
Yep, I'm on television.
That's right.
And he's on television.
And here is Tariq Khan, an important team member. Oh, we're all over this hole. Look at that. Look at that. And next is Jim Bistus. He's already contributed to the team very handsomely. Yes, yes, look at that.
Nice shot, Jim.
Very good, Jim. What do we have here?
We have meatball sliders from Lugo Cafe.
Uh-huh.
We're in right across from Penn Station and Madison Square Garden in New York on 33rd Street. Okay. And so if you're going to go to a game, come see us for dinner first.
Okay.
We're doing great, Danny, baby.
How's it going?
All right, we're going, baby.
How many under are you?
5, 6,
7.
That's it?
9,
calculator.
What do you hear out there? How many out? Under?
Well, us personally, we're about 7 or 8 under.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Oh.
That's a lot more than
United States. All right, Stan, let's see what we could do here. All right, that's some ball, Stan. Is that the way you hit them up in Aquanic?
That's the way.
Yeah? All right, Tariq.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Very good. All right, Big Jim. Hey, wow, look at that go.
Danny Frank. Oh, Danny. I am in the witness protection program. Really? Yeah, we're public employees. We don't know how to golf.
All right, how we doing here? How many under are we?
What are we, one under?
Huh?
One under.
All right.
But we all work for a living still.
Oh, look at it go. You're right on there.
It's right on the left.
Okay.
Tommy, catch that. Joey, catch that.
Here he is, Chuck Pites, the man himself.
If you kill the caddy, you don't get invited
I
back.
know.
next year.
I was
Right,
hoping
it is.
to catch it.
Right, it is. You kill the caddy, you can't come back. That's nice and easy.
Okay, Chuck.
Shit, come on. Let's bounce it back into the sand.
And here's the guest of honor himself, Mark Sauer Morgan. All those great things that Geraldo Rivera said about him, that he was Superman and all of that stuff.
Except for the golf game. He was very clear not to mention anything about the golf game.
Look at it go. All right. Very good, Mark. Very good. So how's it going, guys, huh?
It's always positive that the ball goes further than the divot.
That's always the goal. Right?
So, Chuck, you didn't know you'd be playing with the guest of honor himself, right?
Chuck's quite the guest of honor himself today, too.
Oh, is he? Yeah?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Yes, he is. In fact, so too are these guys.
Okay. So what do you think of the course here, Jay?
I think it's a great course,
Huh?
a great day, and a great cause.
Good, good. And how about the honoree?
Oh, good man.
He is? Yeah? You sure?
Yeah, positive.
Okay. What do you have, a lefty in your group here?
We do.
So, Peter, what do we got going here? Looks like we got a little oysters and...
Yes.
Huh?
Wonderful fair, great organization. Happy to be here.
Good, good.
Great
Thank
day.
you for all you've done for Life's Work and the Family Center for Autism as the president of the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation.
Well, we like making grants that are meaningful, that are needle moving. This is an organization that really makes it happen, so we're happy to support them.
And you were a great guest of honor. So,
Thank you.
Good role model.
Happy to be back.
Thank you.
I used to try to but now high school.
Who do we have here, Slava? Who do we have here?
This is a golf team.
This is the team?
Barry.
Even Bartel, even part as a team.
Is this the winning team?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah?
In our minds, we won
Yeah.
everything.
Fantasizing, right?
Great time.
Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, you're right. And prior to all of that, all the bank trainers, having everything. Very happy. I'm doing a lot of so they have a assembly place. You put the machine 30,000 square feet. Trainers, kids in the
No, I don't know how you get up here first and go recognize certain people. So, you said we have a very quick program, so you should have never put me up first. I don't know where to begin, and I have all of 5 minutes to do this, so bear with me as I run through this rather quickly. First of all, I don't know how you don't begin by recognizing our honoree today. During the past, I guess 5-6 months, I got to know very, very well. Not only him, but his wife, and they're a lovely couple who, quite frankly, and I guess I should announce this. Matt, am I okay in announcing that this outing, which is the 27th outing for Life's Work, is the most successful, highest grossing net outing we've ever had. Since I'm extremely modest, I'd love to take credit for that, but I can't. I really have to acknowledge why it all happened. It happened because our honoree today, Mark Morgan, who's sitting right over here. Mark, congratulations. You know, when I think about Peter Klein from Klein Wealth Management, and that's
Good evening. Thank you, Rick, for those kind words, and congratulations to Mark and the whole team here this evening. As Rick said, I'm Peter Klein, I'm Managing Director and a partner at Hightower Financial Advisors in Melville, Long Island. My practice is focused on the intersection of wealth management and philanthropy, an area that I have a passion for. And actually, as Rick mentioned, my latest book, published by John Wiley & Sons, is called just that, A Passion for Giving. How did I get into this field? I'm a wealth manager, a Wall Street guy. Through one of my late clients, Claire Freelander, I was Claire's investment advisor for 25 years. She gave a young bondbroker a chance back in the late 80s. And we made her a lot of money, did well for her. An excellent relationship continued, and toward the end of her life, she would come to me and ask me about giving her money away, this organization or that organization. And I would do the due diligence, I would do the research, and I would come back to her and say which one was good and which one may not be so good. And that's important, because there are a lot of organizations out there for givers to give to, but not every one of them are good organizations financially and with respect to their mission. So my role, my additional role, morphed into one of a legacy agent. When she passed a few years ago, I learned that I was given the additional responsibility of establishing the foundation which bears her name today, where I serve as president and proud to do so. Serving in this capacity is a privilege, it's a huge responsibility. The board and I seek to make grants that move the proverbial needle, that make a difference in grassroots organizations that are not overburdened with red tape and high expenses. Through my friend Danny Frank, I was introduced a couple of years ago to Life's Work at the Family Center for Autism. The board and I did a deep dive. We went through the organization. We liked what we found. It was the 3 C's, as we call it: commitment, compassion, and financial conservatism. That was important to us, and it should be important to all of you who give to this organization. The Grants Committee of the Claire Freelander Family Foundation approved last year a grant for $25,000 when I learned about the organization and the good work they do. I'm here tonight because I became very inspired in meeting Rick Del Mastro, watching the way in which he combines his business success with his efforts in philanthropy, for Life's Work and for the Family Center for Autism. In the way in which he is consummate and dedicated to both work and community service, I see Rick as an excellent role model, and I clearly have gained from his considerable counsel on many philanthropic matters. And for this, I'm grateful. Thank you, Rick. I'd also like to recognize this year's guest of honor, Mark Salala Morgan from Day Pitney Law Firm, who I've been learning more about and look forward to getting to learn more about in the future. Thank you for your support and congratulations. It is obvious that Life's Work and the Family Center has chosen well with Mark as you're on read today, and from what Rick says, you guys knocked the cover off the ball. Congratulations, great day. As I conclude, I want to announce that the Grants Committee of the Claire Fernanda Foundation has spoken again, and we've recently approved a new $25,000 grant for the Family Center. I want to thank Rick Romastro, my mentor, and congratulate Mark Morgan and, of course, Geraldo, the founder, in recognition of your demonstrated commitment to life's work and the Family Center. Thank you very much.
Me for the first time here today. I also want to start by really saying how blessed I feel to be a part of today and how grateful I am to both Geraldo, who I had the opportunity to spend some time with today, and also to all the people at Life's Work. You know, it has really given both Patricia and me the opportunity to enthusiastically speak to people about Life's Work, about its mission to serve individuals with developmental disabilities, about the service and the role that you give to those within your tender care. So, you know, it's about making sure that they are living with both pride and dignity. So, Danny mentioned this a few moments ago, that we've had some experience, both Patty and I, in special education and serving individuals with developmental disabilities. And, you know, that really started for me several years ago when I first became a lawyer. I was eagerly looking for any case that I could possibly get into court with. And I didn't care what the case was about, so long as I could step into the well of the courtroom to practice my trade. And sure enough, one of my partners at the time handed me a pro bono file, and he said, study the file, meet with the client. Well, the client happened to be this woman, single mother, Sonia, who lived in East Orange. And she had a son, Akeem, who was 8 years old at the time and had muscular dystrophy. She asked that I come meet with them at their home in East Orange, and so I did. And just as I had arrived at their home in East Orange, so too were they arrived. They lived in a multi-unit house that had several stairs and no ramps. And so I wondered how they would actually get up the stairs, and sure enough, it was Sonia who would carry Akeem up the stairs and down the stairs every single day without any help. But when we finally sat down to discuss the merits of her dispute with the school board, I discovered, and indeed learned quite a lot about the enormous stress that both she and Akeem live under on a daily basis. And although she had some family support, her constant refrain to me was, we live day to day. Now, I've come to hear that same refrain from several other parents over other cases since then. And in fact, it's the same refrain that some of my own partners, including our CFO, have shared with me as they are parents of children with developmental disabilities as well. Life's Work and the Family Center for Autism have worked tirelessly to provide services that are focused on improving an individual's quality of life in meaningful, measurable ways. Whether it's through your residential services, your weekend recreation programs, your day habilitation, or creative arts therapies that you provide, you've given these individuals and their families hope and an opportunity to live a life filled with joy and discovery. You've lifted the sights and spirits of those you serve beyond the constant concern of the day-to-day. A few months ago, Patricia and I had the great pleasure of making an unannounced trip to one of the 36 homes that Life's Work has, and it was in Westbury, Long Island. And as we drove through this neighborhood, which was very similar to the neighborhood I grew up in here in Jersey, we arrived at the house, and we were met by this individual by the name of Brett. Brett has Down syndrome. But with confidence, he shook my hand and introduced us to his friends who live there with him and who also have Down syndrome. And Brett, he took on the unofficial role of mayor, and he toured us around the house, From the upstairs, from the well-appointed bedrooms upstairs, to the downstairs basement where the ellipticals, the treadmills, and other exercise equipment were. We met the 24/7 staff that were on site there and got to see not only the care, but perhaps more importantly, the friendship that they enjoyed with Brett and his friends. There was this, I remember this landscape portrait of the old Yankee Stadium in Brett's bedroom and other Yankees memorabilia, which in fact reminded me a lot of my brother's bedroom growing up. He, throughout our tour, had shared with us stories about him, his friends, their daily activities, and how wonderful and meaningful of a life that they lived. And he even invited us back for one of their barbecues this summer, which Patty and I look forward to attending. So, as far as I'm concerned, as far as Patty and I are concerned, this home, this one home in West Bay, which looks no different than the homes that sit beside it, is a place of miracles. Its residents confront significant challenges, and yet each day it offers hope, it offers strength, it offers inspiration. It did, certainly for Patty and I on that day. And it is that hope and that inspiration that bring us together on this beautiful day to celebrate the incredible work that you've done and that you've accomplished, but also to renew our commitment to the work that lies ahead for individuals with developmental disabilities. So I thank you very much for this opportunity and this honor. I especially want to thank my partners at Dave Pitton and my colleagues who are here, who have given me the chance to continue to do the work that I do and that we do together. You know, here with us tonight is also the head of our pro bono group at Dave Pitton, Paul Marino. And Paul can recount stories upon stories of individuals that the firm has served. But one thing that I found quite staggering was the fact that last year we donated about 10,000 hours of pro bono legal services. And Paul, through his own right, did that also through an organization known as the SCART Guardianship Services Program, which is a program also dedicated to individuals with developmental disabilities. So I want to thank you all for this. I wish you all the best, and I want to thank all of my friends who come out tonight as well to support this wonderful organization. Thank you very much.